get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey after the kick. And away we go from Lumen Field. This is Allen to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10.
Check.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. Throwing now out of the shotgun. That's a catch. Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
13 yards on the play.
First down, play action. That throw finds Algier. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Now an inside give to Walker. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. Pass play on first and 10. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Taken in by Williams outright. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Return coming from the 6. That's a good look on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. And they'll be let out by their third-year signal caller.
Kate, I know you get tired of hearing me say there's no substitute for experience, but it is totally true. Taking the reins of an NFL team as a young quarterback, you want the game to slow down, and the only way it slows down is to get more and more of these opportunities to go lead your team game in and game out.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. His first throw is an interception. Picked off Cody Simon. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Wouldn't make those offensive coaches and teammates proud.
Intercepted in the end zone. And the Cowboys will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10. Hand off to Tootin. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
15 yards on the play. And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. To throw here on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Here we go.
First and 10, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Now looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys parlay the interception into points. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This is Allen to return. Shoots away from one. And he goes out of bounds to hand them excellent field position up across the 40. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
Check Pete.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 45-yard line.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They start with 2nd and 6. They give to Allen on the draw. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
Sahadrozay at the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. On 4th down, they'll bring out Blake Gillikin to punt it away. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Cowboys are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. All the left side. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. So if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Finds him over the middle. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down. And they're going for this. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. Pushing it up past the 30. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. 1st down now, ball at the 33. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a 1st down run. He picked up 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back-to-back carries here. And that one doesn't give him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
7-yard gain. That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Tootin gets it from the gun. And he gets him around 6 there. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go.
They'll go again here with Tootin. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
It's a loss of a yard.
They're going to try and throw it here. Catch made. Left side by Palmer. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. All set now. 1st and 10.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
Inside give here for Tootin. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one. Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Let's go.
2nd down give to Tootin. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
When you go on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation. We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down. That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the 2nd half as well.
This is Allen to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
52. Ready. Ready. Ready.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. Robbed by the 1st guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Here we go.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Ready.
They're drawing up for him. So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far. 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin at venerable Soldier Field. The Bears at home to take on the Lions in the NFC North.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. The Cowboys headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And we're getting a look at the leaders in passing touchdowns this season here, where you will find his name among the top 5 right now in the NFL. Tootin on 1st and 10. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. A gain of 15 there. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. To the air now on 1st and 10. Finds his fullback. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
On the give, it's Tootin. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go.
Throwing it on 2nd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing 3rd and long. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this 2nd half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. And that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. To the right, it's pulled in by Palmer. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
Running for the marker on 2nd. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one's complete, right side. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. He's going to throw it. Looking right, and he finds him. And it's close, but he's not going to score. Out of bounds right at the goal line, Brock. It's going to be 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Dallas.
Tootin can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
At the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal, they're going to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime.
The kicker on.
Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This is Allen to return. Crashes through a tackle. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this 3rd quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
At the 47-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And this one doesn't go far. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
3-yard pickup.
Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He's dropping back to throw. Brought in right side. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
To number 83.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway. We wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Throw complete to Williams. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
It's 4th down.
So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And the deficit remains 2 scores. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
They needed a few things to go right to make a comeback. And the first one, well, you had to. That was not a want to. That was a have to with that field goal. Without it, tough to imagine overcoming a 2-score deficit, Kate.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
I'm not lying.
2nd and 6.
Let's go. 19, Tiger, 19.
Running from the pistol, it's Tootin. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here.
Right there.
Back to throw. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Ready.
To the air on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it. Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
This makes it up to the 25. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. They left a few on the table there last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Black 40.
Beginning this drive with a run by Allen. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Check.
Throwing off the play fake. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They give to Allen out of the shotgun. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Offense in the hurry up here.
Back at the 40-yard line.
2nd down pass play coming. Short pass brought in. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Shotgun handoff for Allen. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. Dose of the hurry up here. Third and long for him here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
All their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on fourth down as they force the turnover.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback? Those are exactly the plays, Kate. The corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. So timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Tootin with it. Running in the red zone. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Street. Let's go.
Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys have likely locked up the win right there. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys push the lead to 20. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This is Allen to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. To throw here on first down. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
Come on, stay.
For the Seahawks.
45, right.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Working on first down. And he overshoots his man. It's incomplete.
Okay.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Red, 38.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
From the gun on third down. Going all the way to the end zone here. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks get it back to within 2 possessions. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks drop the lead back to 13. Don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Cowboys managed to recover the football.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Ready.
On the ground, Tootin. Blocked by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their third and final timeout.
Second and 9.
They're going to pass it here. That's incomplete on second down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown, but cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Well, right side, caught by Smith. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
A gain of 27 on the play.
Here we go.
And the Cowboy first
Now
down.
running here with Tootin. And he has the Cowboys' first down, Brock. And that should clinch this win for him. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Makes the catch, and in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys making a 3-score game in the 4th. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This is Allen to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Seahawks offense running out now. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score.
Set, ready. Set.
Airing it out to start this drive. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Back now, pressure coming. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up 3rd down.
A 7-yard loss. Brings up 3rd down.
Ready.
From his end zone, 3rd and long. And that's going to be a safety. No, we can't even pretend to be surprised at this point, Brock. They've been playing such a great game, and that safety joining an impressive list of big plays that they have had.
Yeah, this lead has been built on so many different types of plays. Kate, why not add a safety to the mix as well?
Put 2 on the board. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They can trot out every offense's favorite formation now, Brock, and kneel out this win. Defense, no timeouts left to stop them. He puts some air under it deep down the left. He's got it inside the 25. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys put up even more points in a win. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again.
Seahawks 14. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This is Allen to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided.
45. 1.
They'll work against the blitz. Hits him on the out route. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They're throwing it. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. No connection on the last play, and now 3rd down.
Let's go.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line.
16 yards.
Here we go. Here we go.
Seahawks
Yellow.
first down.
They are throwing it again. Throwing the out route complete. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on.